I visited the Community Trade Hub in Leven recently, and what you were talking, Debbie, in particular, about the way that you treat the young people, the relationship you have, its first names, and they feel much more welcomed and appreciated as a result. And that's exactly the same model that they've got at the Trade Hub. It's more like fixing lawnmowers and go-karts and so on. But nevertheless, it's a similar model. And speaking to the young people there, they talk very warmly about the people that they work with at the Community Trade Hub. And they contrast that strikingly with school. There's two questions I've got. The first one is, I presume those who come to the alternative school also still go to school as well. What impact has it had on their attendance at school? Because it was noticeable in Leven how their attendance shot up after having been engaged in the Trade Hub. And then secondly, the Trade Hub spend a lot of time kind of getting pockets of money from different places to make the whole thing work. You seem to have a different model, but they get some pupil equity funding, but as they don't have a solid, reliable source of funding to give them the confidence that they'll be able to continue for years ahead. What's your relationship with the local authorities, both of you? And do you think that could be improved to tap into that different model of teaching? Debbie, do you want to go first? Yeah,
I mean, in terms of attendance, I think the alternative school model is for children that won't be really attending school like with that. So they have the opportunity to come to Spartans 2.5 days a week. That's funding dependent on what the school's budget is. So some might come for 1 day, some might come for 2, some might come for the 2.5 days. I think for us, it's recognised that mainstream education just isn't going to be a fit for them, and that's okay. So therefore, what can we then do to ensure that they leave us to a positive destination? Because I think that's really important. And I think I mentioned earlier, in 2025, all leavers left with a National 4 qualification in Maths and English. Some achieved National 5 numeracy, most gaining National 5 literacy. But all leavers progressed to a positive destination, whether that was college, whether that was employment, or whether that was to our kind of our Gordon Strachan personal development course that we run in partnership with Edinburgh College. Because for us, it's always been about creating that pathway right the way from preschool, right the way to further education, so that everybody has that opportunity to be able to make that step.